Hello. Do I have everyone here? Try and move my camera a little bit. Hey Ash, how's it going? Okay, we're going to get right into the reading. This is going to be the daily love message for March, what day? 13th. Okay, this is a kind of like a spread, a relationship type of a spread. Hey Lauren, hey Diane. To see what struggles you and the other person are going through. Okay, if you want to stick around after the reading, I have the live Q&A where you can ask a question for $15. Okay, and I'll answer your question. All right, let's get started here. Let me fix my microphone so you guys can hear me better. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. All right, in 1 second here. So we're going to take a look at the other person, the obstacle that they're facing in this connection with you. This could be family, friend, significant other, dating, anything, whoever your person is. Okay. One more shuffle, and then we're good. All right. So if these show up reversed, I flip them over because I don't do reversals in general readings. And then I'll clarify. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck and the mini Rider-Waite. All right. So the obstacle going on for Wednesday with the other person. Okay. They have the Hangman. And I feel like this was similar to yesterday's reading where your person is at a standstill. Either they've let go of past issues, or they're letting go in general for today. They kind of, sometimes the Hangman can be seen as like a victim type of mentality. So whoever you're dealing with. So when I say like victim mentality, I just mean that they blame others. And this person just kind of has this energy of like, well, I can't do anything about it. You have to be the one to take care of it. You have to be the one to do everything. You have to fix everything. Excuse me. So it's almost as if circumstances around them, they feel have put them in this position and they can't get out of it. They don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to make it so that I feel like they don't even want to try, at least just for today. Now, this could just be energy that's flowing within them just today. They may not be like this all the time. I just am picking up from this card, there's an energy that they're feeling sorry for themselves, or they feel sorry for themselves. Now let me clarify the Hangman. Oops. I'm not going to pull all these out. They just fell. So the energy, what else can we find out here from the Hangman? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. So again, it's just kind of like, contemplating. They're not sure what to do. That, is it my fault? Is it the other person's fault? Did I do anything? But they're kind of feeling like they've put such and such amount of energy into something, and they don't know if, I don't want to say they don't know if it's worth it, but they feel like they've done everything and you haven't put much in, and they don't know, or they're not sure if they should keep moving forward with that. Okay, so let's look at what the obstacle is for you. Well, you're waiting to see, either what they're going to do, how they're going to handle the situation. You may be waiting to hear from this person because they've gone kind of quiet, or maybe they ghosted you or they're not really saying anything. And I feel like you are in this place where you feel like you've put in what you've put in and that it was good enough, and now you're waiting for them to put more back in. So there's kind of like this energy where they're not really sure. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything today. It's like there's this quietness. You're either, the obstacle for you is you're waiting to hear back from this person. You're waiting to either get a text or an email or confirmation. Perhaps there was somebody may have put like an ultimatum out there, or tried to get, is the relationship progressing, trying to figure out if things are going to get better, where do we go from here, that kind of energy. And the obstacle, I feel like they are thinking about it. They are trying to decide, at least today, what to do or how to, if they should put more into this. If not, they're contemplating, truly. And I just see you sitting here waiting for communication from them, waiting to hear from them today. At least, and so it's a daily reading, but just energy is fluid. This could have been going on for a while, or it could be going on, like it could be starting tomorrow, or something could be happening where, it's going on for the continuation of this week. It's just highlighting the strongest energies at this time. Okay, so let's take a look at what your person is overlooking and what they're not seeing. That there's potential here. They just don't, it's not that they don't see the potential. I feel like they're in this selfish energy, and they're thinking more along the lines of what they can get out of it. But some of you are kind of feeling that way too. Like, why do I even stay here if I'm not getting anything out of it? And that's such a transactional relationship, and they're not healthy. I mean, I feel like if we're coming from a place from our heart that we truly just care about someone, then we don't have expectations of what they should or shouldn't do for us, because that's not what it's about. And so what they're overlooking is that there is an ability here. There is potential, great potential. There's much passion, even in a sexual relationship. If you have just a sexual relationship, there's great potential with that for growth, to, even to turn into something more. And so maybe some of you are in kind of like a friends with benefits, if it's romantic, and in that type of relationship, or even if it's just friendship. There is great passion. But I also feel like when I look at this card, you see how on the Hangman here, like he's hanging from, I mean, I guess you could say it's like a tree. He's kind of playing like the martyr right now. And it represents to me, there is this passion because of it. You could almost say it's like he's hanging from these wands. It's this very thing. This is quite a phallic symbol sometimes in the tarot, but it's quite a, the passion is what, I almost feel like they're fearful of the great passion that you and the other person, that you both have between you. And they're not sure what to do about it. They're not sure about moving forward with that. It's almost as if, I feel like, I know it's going to sound crazy, but I feel like they're going to, like they fear it. Like it'll be too all-consuming. So maybe they kind of keep their distance a little bit. They're pulled back. Their energy's pulled back. And you're just sitting here like, why aren't we communicating? What's going on? What's happening? All right, I just want to pull a clarifying card for the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is, of course, always the potential card. It's not, oh yeah, we're going to have something new. I mean, it is that we're going to have something new, but it comes with great potential. So, Queen of Wands. So some of you are fiery. You have fire energy. You could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And again, look, See how she's, let me see where my camera is. See how she's holding that wand there? It's almost as if it's you, okay, and you don't have to be a fire sign. If you're female, maybe you just have a cat, who knows? But you just have this very warm, glowing energy about you, okay, whether you're male or female. If you're male, this is more of your divine feminine energy that you're in a lot of the time, but you're very sweet and warm. But it's like the Queen of Wands, she's holding on to this wand. It's almost as if she's the one who's offering this great passionate potential. Like you are the one who's doing that. And either they feel that it's going to consume them to move further, or it could just be that this person is just contemplating whether to hook up with you again. And so if you're wondering why you haven't heard from someone in a passionate type of connection, or if it's your partner, if they've just gone silent, they're actually contemplating whether or not to move forward with that, or reach out to you. And they're overlooking what you're offering. They're not seeing that there's almost possibly like a fear of you because maybe you're a little popular in some way. Maybe you have like a lot of followers on social media, or it's some area of your life that you're extremely well liked. And there could possibly be like some type of intimidation in regard to that, which keeps this person kind of backed off, as if like it's, maybe they don't feel like they're good enough. So I just feel like they're running with this poor me kind of state. All right, so what the real issue is, the Three of Swords. The real issue is if there's a fear of someone getting their heart broken. There's a fear of argument. There's a fear of not getting along. There's a fear of being hurt. And that's either coming from your side. I don't really feel like it's coming from your side. It could be for some of you, but there's this energy is definitely playing out. There's also a fear of betrayal. There's a fear that someone is talking to somebody else, and there could be jealousy involved in that. Excuse me. Although that really wouldn't show up until we had the Five of Swords. But this is the Three, so it could be that's kept under wraps a little bit. There could have been an argument. Perhaps there was someone else involved in a situation, not in actual physical sense, but a lot of flirting, or flirting with someone else, or connecting with somebody else. The Threes are about communication. This Three is communication. Okay, so there could also be you are here trying to figure out if this person's not talking to you right now, is it because they're talking to somebody else? Are they engaging with another person or engaging with others? Those are some of the questions that are popping up in your mind. And I feel like they're thinking the same thing. And so the real issue is that nobody's communicating. Nobody's having like a real true conversation, because there's a fear of truth coming out. There's a fear of getting hurt. There's a fear of, being stabbed in the heart. There's a fear of heartbreak. And there's a fear of rejection. And that really is the core issue that's happening here. So I feel like this person, whoever you're dealing with in a love match, feels like to have a physical connection with you might lead them to have an emotional connection. And I feel like they try to keep their emotions pulled back so that they don't get hurt. They can do the physical part, but the emotional part is just too overwhelming. And I honestly don't feel here that this energy where there's betrayal or talking to other people in any other kind of way is happening on either side. I honestly feel like whoever your person is, they see that you're making them number one, because the Ace is the one card. And you are making the offer only to them. But again, that insecurity keeps playing out for them. So what is the solution? Well, the solution here, believe it or not, this is my non-committal card. The solution is really to just lay back. There's too much mystery surrounding this situation because there's a lack of communication. So I kind of feel like the solution is to really not make any decision right now, because at least for today, not ask for commitment, to not even just go down that road. Just let the energy play out. This person, they need to do what they need to do to let the energy play out. You need to do what you need to do. Sit back, relax, chill out. Just be cool. Just, focus on the things that you got to do in your life, and don't stress and don't worry. Okay, that's really the solution, because I feel like you and this other person really don't know what to do. They might be looking at other options, safer options. That's what they're looking at. They want to just, they don't want any drama, and you don't want any drama. And so you too, you might be, thinking to yourself, well, I'm not hearing from them. I don't know what's going on. And they're the one I really want to be with, but I'm going to just take a look at my other options and all that, because they don't know what they want. And that's fine. If that's what you need to do, that's fine. If nobody's going to communicate and talk about the interpersonal things going on at this stage of the relationship, then what can you do? What can you do? At least for today, stop trying to figure out, especially, look at this card. This is like actually the coolest card, one of the coolest cards in this deck. You see this cup here with this like ghosty looking figure? This is like mystery. This is, and he or she, you or the other person are looking at that ghosty looking figure and, saying to yourself, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on with this person. Somebody has ghosted someone for sure. And I'm older, so when I say that word, I often think of haunted houses. I know that's a term that's used today, but basically somebody's either giving the silent treatment or has just gone silent because they're contemplating, they're trying to figure things out. And they're trying to figure out what's up with you. You're trying to figure out what's up with them. And just for today, just leave it be. Just leave it be. This card is definitely not committing to anything, not making any decisions right now, okay? Because there's a lot of things, there's a lot of variables. There's comparing, somebody's looking at this and trying to fill in the gap here because there's no information. And they're like, well, maybe it's this, or maybe it's this, or maybe they're this. Maybe they want my money. Maybe they just want to be victorious with me. Or maybe they're lying with the snake and they're cheating. Or maybe they're just sending selfies out to every single Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Jane, Barbara, and Jean, or maybe maybe they're just too aggressive. Like, there's a lot of confusion happening here, and it's just a matter of quieting your mind. You have to quiet your mind, at least for today. Well, Wednesday. Just so let me see. I'm going to pull a card from the Lovers Oracle deck and see what your love message would be. These cards are so awkward. They're junky to shuffle. And again, if you don't want to stay for the live Q&A, $15 for a question, you could just click off the video when it's done. Okay? These fell out, but they didn't fall out upright, so I'm not going to take them. I'm taking this. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. All right, so you know what? You and the other person, there's definitely an excellent connection here. There is definitely a deep connection, whether it's a friendship, even if it's a friends with benefits, a marriage, spouse, you know, family member. Somebody's not trusting someone, and I feel like if you could just get back down to the basics of look at the truth about the relationship. And I often say, you know, there are no absolutes in relationships, in family. The only, and I say this over and over, the only absolute is God and the universe and the sun. It never fails to come up. You know, you can go 10 years and not even talk to God and then come back and he's still there. The thing with relationships, though, we're all human and there's a lot of variables, and you just kind of have to figure it out as you go, and figure out, is this, you know, recognize that this is a sacred union. If it's a marriage, there you go. It's going through some trouble today. It's not forever. There's some issues that need to be dealt with, but for today, I don't feel like these issues need to be discussed at this point. I think somebody just needs a break, or they need time to figure some things out. Okay? All right, so that's going to be your reading. So again, if you want to click off the reading, it's finished. But if you would like to stay for the Q&A, I'll be taking $15 donations. You can use the Super Chat, or you can pay through PayPal to answer questions. Okay, I'm going to put my cards back and then take a look and see who is here. Hi, everyone. Okay. And I'm going to be on until 3 p.m. So we have a little bit of time here. You guys can post your question through your Super Chat or your or PayPal. It's $15. And Diane, you're so kind. Thank you so much for moderating for me. I'm truly, truly grateful. Hi, Gurpreet. I think you were following me on Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's goddess_power111, the numbers. Was that you? And I also want to bring up something as well. Sometimes I will get messages or requests from people whose names are not familiar to me in the sense of gender. And what I mean by that is, it's very simple. So, Gurpreet, I think that, I'm not sure, I think you followed me on Instagram and you're a male, right? I think, or it might not even be you. And if you could tell me, because that does kind of make a little bit of a difference when I'm doing a reading. And if I've called you female in the past, my apologies. Female, okay, so it wasn't you. I appreciate it. Is Gurpreet a female name? Okay, so we're getting some questions in here. All right, so who is up, Diane? Let me see. Let me back up my chat a little bit here. Okay, so Gurpreet, you are first. Oh wait, are you first? Let me see. Is there a chat that hold on. Oh, I don't know what happened. Yes, Gurpreet is first. Okay, let me see. Does the Libra still have any romantic feelings towards me, or has he moved on? Okay, let's see. Thank you all so much for joining the chat, by the way. I truly appreciate it. I hope that this will continue to go well. I really love doing these readings with you guys. Let's see. Okay. Does the Libra still have any romantic feelings towards me, or has he moved on? I feel like he has moved on. The time has come to clear the energy. Now, 1 second. I just want to pull my chat back down to where I was. Yeah, I feel like he has pulled back his energy. He has released the connection with you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Diane. Okay. Let me pull a couple more cards for you. Look, see the Hermit. I don't know if this is you, if you are Virgo. If not, there's just this energy of retreating, you know? Now, look, to be honest, well, not to be honest, but another thing coming to me, you're asking if he still has romantic feelings. I feel like he's actually reflecting on if he does, to be honest with you. And I know that sounds like such a vague answer, and I want to give you a vague answer, but I feel like you're not together right now because he's trying to reflect on how he feels. Now, let me pull another card for that to see if we can get more information. What flew out? I'm not taking it. It's upside down. He's definitely in deep thought, and I feel like he's in deep thought about should he let go or not? He's thinking about the release and letting go, breaking up, moving on, that kind of thing, but reflecting. 6 of Wands. Reflecting on what's the best thing to do for him. Look, there's all this energy of just, like, not saying anything, no communication. So the reason why I'm not getting an answer is because he doesn't have an answer. I can't read into his energy if his energy is, he doesn't know his own energy. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you're around someone who's extremely confused, you tend to get extremely confused too because they're confused. And, so but at least in terms of the connection with that person, you may not be confused about things in your life. But when you're around people who, it's like being around a 2-year-old. When they're going crazy, running wild in the house, you're going crazy, running wild in the house. It's just they're reflecting in the mirror of that. Yeah, he's in like this state of his self-esteem is being affected. He's not sure how he feels. He doesn't know what to do. He's in like mental distress. So as far as, how he feels, if he has romantic feelings for you, so here you go. The best he's doing right now is he can offer kindness. He can offer friendship. He does want some type of reconciliation with you, but I feel like this is more or less, the feelings really aren't romantic, but they are sincere and warm and loving, if that makes any sense. So as far as like him being in love, he's not feeling that, but that doesn't mean that, being in love is like the first feeling when you get drunk, you know what I mean? It's, and then it goes away. I think he has deeper feelings. I hope that makes sense. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next question. So let's see. Kind of have to go back a little bit. I had way too much coffee today. Okay. So I think Nikki is next. My fingers are shaking. Okay. Hi, Nikki. How are you? All right. So you're asking, can you please tell what's going on with Joey and my situation? We are twin flames, and I'm really missing him. Do you guys, I just have to ask, and please, I'm not judging. I'm just absolutely curious. Do you guys, like these people that you're involved with, um, the women mostly, do you wait for the other person to decide, or do you just make the decision yourself about what's going on with the relationship? I'm just curious, because I know sometimes you'll get mixed messages, and so how long can you stay in that confusion? Do you make it up? Do you like decide, well, you're confused, so when you figure it out, let me know? Or do you just kind of hang on and wait to see? Because it's really important that you stay in your power of what's best for you, right? So that was just a little tidbit, and I'm not trying to sound preachy, so forgive me if I sounded preachy. Can you please tell what's going on with Joey and my situation? We are twin flames, and I'm really missing him. Well, let's see what the energies are. Oh. Well, does that sound contradictory to you? Because you're missing him, you don't know what's going on, and then the engagement card shows up here. Like your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Let's pull some clarifying cards for that. Because I feel like that's what's going on. And it may not feel like it. The Emperor's here. So his energy, right now, he's trying to be stable. I feel like he wants stability in the connection, right? He's trying to, I don't know, is he a father? Does he have children? Is he trying to be a good dad right now? So I feel like, okay, so I feel like he wants to be like the head of the household, like the man of the house. He wants commitment. He wants engagement. Do you know if he's connected to somebody else? I don't really feel like, let me pull another card here. Let's see. Okay, they're broken up. So yeah, that's what I was kind of feeling like. He wants something more with you, honestly, in the long term, future. And he wants to be respected. He definitely wants to take a risk. Right now, he's probably, he could be traveling or out doing his own thing and focusing on trying to be, I feel honestly like this is more important to him in his life right now than anything else, to be this stand-up person. You know, either he's a boss or he's kind of like running some kind of show, not a show, like in the literal sense, like he's running the show. He's trying to be commander in chief, so to speak, or, you know, or he's traveling for work, and he's doing something where he's just trying to level up in his life, and he doesn't feel like he can really level up. Like he's working on himself. I feel like he's working on himself. That's what I feel like he's doing. He's trying to free himself also, so he could be a better man. You know that, I don't know if you listen, there's what's that song from Pearl Jam, that song called Better Man, Can't Find a Better Man. It's about a woman who suffers in like an abusive relationship, and she can't find anyone better, so she stays and settles. And I feel like for him, you know, he's trying to be a better man because he's been in a situation with someone that was not good. It was difficult, and she was not nice to him. She was mean to him. She didn't take care of his heart and his soul. So That's what's happening. That's the progress I'm picking up for you guys. Okay? I hope that was helpful. I like that. That was really nice. It's good to see somebody trying to level up. And people being accountable and taking responsibility for their own actions. Let me see. Okay, who's next? Patty. Hey, Patty. So you're asking, will you meet up with your Scorpio ex tomorrow? You're pretty unsure about him. Can you tell me, please, about the outcome with him? Will everything going to be good in the end, or is it better to leave forever? Hey, can you hand me my coffee? Sorry, guys, I'm talking to my son. Let's see. Let's take a look. What cards do I want to use? So you're kind of asking me like a yes or no question here. A couple of questions, actually. Let me see. Will I meet up with my Scorpio ex tomorrow? I'm pretty unsure about him. Well, he's a Scorpio. That's why you're unsure. A mysterious puzzle. Although they're easy to figure out for me. I have Scorpio rising, so I just understand how they work. What is your sign? Well, no, it doesn't matter. Let me see. Let's see what the energies are here for you guys. Ooh, this is your soulmate. If you're questioning that, if this is your soulmate, yes. Interesting that you guys are meeting up again. But you're unsure about him. You know, those soulmate relationships definitely have that energy of they're karmic. And we have many soulmates. There's many people in our lives that, you know, are soulmates. Let's see. Did you tell me, what is your sign, Patty? Yeah, off and on relationships with Scorpios are pretty common. Because they need their time to like retreat and pull back. They can be very moody. Oh, and you're Pisces. So, yeah, that's why you understand him. All right, give me a second here. Okay, so, well, look, the Emperor's here. I feel like you can trust him, even though the High Priestess is here. So even though he does have that, there's that mysterious energy. Again, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be trying to figure it out. Stop trying to figure him out. It's not worth the time. It's not worth trying to understand what he's about. I feel like he's trustworthy. I feel like tomorrow are you guys meeting for a work thing, or is it a date? Whatever his intention whatever his intention is to be as honest, stand up, and honorable with you, and it's a date, and put effort into it. I really see like he's focusing his energy on trying to show you that this is him, or this is him now, or this is who he's trying to become. Right? So let's pull a couple more cards. But again, you know, he's very intuitive, and he really feels things deeply, very, very deeply. He has a lot of secrets, but I don't feel like they're not negative secrets. You know, he just doesn't share a lot. And that's why you have that energy of not being able to trust him, because the communication might be a little more surface. He really doesn't get into sharing his deep, deep, deep emotions, because there's fear of rejection and things like that. And I feel like he wants to show you who he is, impress you, but not just to get you, but to show you that he is more than what he's not telling you. Yep, just keeping within the Two of Swords. A little bit possessive. He's looking for progress. I don't feel like you should walk away. I mean, I think you're going to see him leveling up, or showing, or really trying to show you that he's a good person. Maybe he wasn't in the past, but I feel like he wants to show you that now. Um, I don't think there's any need to walk away from the relationship or to leave it at all. I don't see that even happening here with the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on tight, both of you. You know, I think you should give it another chance and just, you know, detach. Don't look for an end result. End result, I always say that. Okay, let's say you reach your goal. Let's say you get what you want. Then what? Are you going to want it anymore? I mean, you already got it. It's about the journey and not the result, right? So go and have fun. See what he does. Enjoy yourself. No reason to let it go. I don't see that. And that's not showing up to me here. It's also about accepting the other person. They are what they are. You know, if you're okay with the way he is, you can accept him fully, his positives and negatives, then you're good to go. Okay, I hope that helps. I hope that helped. Go on your date, relax, be cool, have fun. Just have fun. Don't question things. Do you. Do what you want to do. All right, who's next? I absolutely love doing these readings. These are so much fun. Okay, hi Lauren. I don't even know if you guys are still here. I know you've been kind of waiting in line. So Lauren, when will I meet the one if I haven't already? The one. Let's see. What deck do I want to use here? When will I meet the one? Give me a sec. I'm trying to pick a deck that I want to use. I'm just going to scroll down real quick because I want to see if you're here, Lauren. I have a question for you. Oh, okay. There you are. Hi. So, Lauren. You're welcome, Patty. What is your, I'm just curious what your sign is. It's not 100% needed. Aries, okay. And so you think that there might be someone in your periphery that could be the one, but you're just not sure. Okay. Is there anyone that you're interested in? I just need to reshuffle these just a moment. Give me a sec here. All right. When will Lauren meet the one? Summertime. This summer. You have someone coming in. I don't know if this is going to be the one. This could be a younger fire sign. Okay. Much like yourself. This person somewhere in their 30s, 20s, somewhere along there. Okay. Very passionate. Now, I don't know if this is the person, someone that you already know who's a fire sign. But definitely, I feel August or September, because I'm picking up like a lot of heat from this card. And, you know, the hottest time of, and so depending on where you're in the world, of course, if you're in the southern hemisphere, then that your summer would be like, when would your summer be? You know, the opposite of where we are. Anyway, whenever it's the most warmest, wherever you are in the world, And here in the United States, okay, you're in Florida. Well, it's like whenever it's the hottest time of Florida, like drenching, you're drenching like 100 degrees. That's the time frame that I'm looking at. And now let me just pull a couple of more cards because of all the wonderful things he does. Oh, yeah. So at first I was kind of feeling like I don't know if this person's gonna be the one, but it's gonna lead to commitment, marriage, happy family thing. This person's gonna come to your home, or it's gonna be near where you live, okay, where they're gonna come in. You might meet this person at some kind of like family reunion or celebration, a wedding. Although I don't know many people have weddings in the summer, but it will be a very hot day. Okay, so even if it's, in the, if April suddenly has like a 95, 100-degree day, I mean, it all depends. You're in Florida, so you get a lot of those days, but it's going to be one of those days where even the humidity is like 100%, 110%. It's going to be very hot, and it could, so I was like picking up like a swim party. Okay, look, and then you've got all of these like it's like deserty, you know. This man coming in, if you're looking for a man, whoever it is, they're coming across, they're traveling from perhaps the Middle East, or they're traveling from somewhere, a very warm climate. It doesn't have to be the Middle East. Like I feel more so, you know, where there's a lot of sand and a lot of dunes, but also it could be on a beach that you'll meet them as well, but definitely in a hot climate. And this is going to lead to, oh yeah, guess what? This is actually someone that you know. This is maybe a reconciliation, or someone that you are friends with, or someone, or they're, so it's, I feel like it's both. It's someone that you know, or you knew many, many, many years ago, like in your childhood. And you're going to see them again at some kind of uh, party, at a party of some sort. Could be like a festival, or, a concert or something like that. Any kind of event. And their sincerity, there's definitely this lustful energy. They're very attracted to you. I feel like this person is coming in to, hook up, but then it actually turns into something more, that song. It's such an old song, and because I'm in my 50s, I know all these 70s songs. So this song is, I want you to go listen to it, because this is going to be their energy. It's called Fooled Around and Fell in Love. Right? Fooled around and fell in love. That's a song. I'm not a great singer, but it's definitely that the energy coming up through them, what they're feeling, and they want to come in, they want to hook up, they want to have fun, and then boom, Cupid's arrow strikes them, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, I want to bring her some flowers, and I really like, I'm sincere, like this person, she's really got my heart, like wow. And then it becomes very sincere and authentic and loving, and it's not about the hookup anymore, you know. So that's like super cool reading. Just go listen to that song. I'm sure you could YouTube it. It's so old. It's like from the 70s or 80s. I don't know how old you are, but you're probably like, what? Okay. Do I have any more chats? I hope that was helpful to you. Let's see. Oh, Lauren, well, you'll know that song then. All right, I have to go back and check the super chats to see if I've missed anyone. I think I got everyone. that has already paid. So thank you so much for these questions. If you guys too, you can follow me on the Instantgo app. I've been so booked up that I have so many people waiting for readings, and I've been doing this every day and then catching up on other readings. I saw a two twins. It's 15. Oh, okay, Diane. Let me see. I can't see that. Let me see if I can find it. I saw someone who was like so booked up she couldn't start taking readings again until like April or May. And I hate to tell people that I can't do that. Let me see. I'm looking for two twins. I don't see two twins. Did two twins make a payment through PayPal, or was it Super Chat? Amber said she paid. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're paying through if you pay through the Super Chat, I can see it right away and then I can do it. If you haven't made a payment, who paid through PayPal? Diane. I'm sorry, I forget where I was. I am so grateful for you, Diane. You have no idea. Okay, there's 2 times. All right, let me just work on that. Okay. Let me see, where's your question? Amber paid through PayPal? Okay. Okay, then Amber, just hold on one sec. Let me get to 2 times. Oh, it's Toby. Hey, Toby. So you say you've gone through several lower moments. It's been hard for me to mentally, physically, emotionally get back on track. Can you please help identify blockages, give advice for release? I love your question. Oh my God, it's great. I love questions like that. That's a true healer right there, Toby. Okay. Fantastic question. Because Toby is like, how do I empower myself? That's all that matters. How do I do better in my life? I love people who are not sitting around waiting for others, or, letting life and other people dictate what they should be doing. I love people that empower themselves and say, you know what? I'm good. I got this. I'm taking control of I'm taking responsibility for myself. I love that. Self-care, so awesome. It's so attractive. Let me see. All right. So I'm going to pull from my Ascended Masters deck. These have the most powerful messages. Let's see what your blockages are. Happiness. This is what your blockage is. And you know that, okay? You're aware. You're trying to be happy. I know. Happiness is a decision that we make every day. We decide to be happy, or we decide not to be happy. Our thoughts dictate our actions and our emotions, not our heart. So if you're waking up in the morning and you're setting the tone for the day, where I'm just going to be happy today, I'm going to redirect my thoughts. I'm going to focus on positive events in my life, and also gratitude. Gratitude is the key to happiness. When we take a look at, even if we're living in a cardboard box on the side of the street, what in that situation can you be grateful for? Because it really does seem like a terrible situation, of course. And I'm sure there's a billion reasons why, we could find why that's horrible. However, it's about focusing on the positives of the situation. Okay? The power of joy. That is what changes our lives. when we stay in a place of happiness and we stay in a place of, and listen, every day it's a journey. And, you know, I'm sure even the highest gurus in their lives struggle with that. You know, it's a conscious choice every day. Not every day do we feel happy. Some days we want to wallow in our misery. Some days we want to just, you don't want to deal. Some days misery loves company and we want to stay in our misery. It's a struggle. But the power of joy gives you that power to change your life, okay? So dealing with the mental, spiritual, emotional blocks is you're blocking yourself from your happiness. No one else, nothing else can cause us to be happy every day but ourselves. Sure, people can bring happiness into our lives. We could get a better job, you know, we could go on a vacation and enjoy that time with there. You know, you don't, when we go on a vacation, right? Say you go to the beach or whatever your place of choice is. You don't go there and say, I'm going to spend my entire day in misery. You don't know how your vacation's going to go. You go there with positive intentions, telling yourself, I'm going to have a good time. Because why would you pay and go on this trip and do all that if you're going to have a rotten time? If you're, so do you see how the choices that we make determine, you know, the whole thing about, look, I'm not a doctor. I don't know the depths of depression. But I really feel that it's all about the choices we make, right? If you're struggling with things in your life, it's just very simple to think of it, right? Every day you wake up, you're on vacation. Think of it that way. Even if you have to go to work or you have to sit in traffic, you know, or you know, you have these, everybody wants stuff from you, you know, or you feel like a servant, or you feel like you're always having to just do for everybody else, you know. Treat every day as if you're on vacation, not just during your vacation. Have that mindset each day. And believe me, I'm not saying you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to have that mindset and then it's just going to automatically come. You have to put it into practice so that it becomes like muscle memory, so that it begins to happen as default, begins to happen by default. That every day when you wake up, you meditate on the power of joy. I actually want to take a look at this card. So I got 3 minutes, but I think I'm going to probably just hang out a little bit longer. So, you know, it's just practice. The more you practice something, then the more you start to have that, it becomes default. Stay positive and filled with faith to manifest your desires into reality. Find the humor in each situation, enjoy a good laugh, develop hobbies that bring you pleasure. To find your life's purpose, do what brings you joy. Like, for instance, I'm so passionate about doing my YouTube channel, my readings. I don't have the greatest home in the world. I don't have the greatest car in the world, you know, but I'm grateful for the opportunity. And every day I wake up and I think, you know what? This is awesome. This is what can be done. I'm happy and I'm grateful. You know, I had that gratitude. So I feel like that's your blockage. And if you can manage to practice each day positive thinking, and it does make sense. So you say, I haven't been able to discern if I'm depressed, stuck, hurt, lazy, or just done. Yeah, it makes sense. Your obstacle is yourself and your thought process. That's your obstacle. Your perception. That's your obstacle. You're not depressed. You're not lazy. I mean, and even if you have all of those different things going on, those are all results of your thought process. Being stuck, being hurt, being lazy, or just being done. Those are all the results of your thinking, right? You can absolutely, if you can find gratitude, if you can wake up every day and instead of praying and wishing for things to happen, wake up every day in a state of saying thank you for what you have. Okay, so that's that. I hope that I was able to help in some way. I'm looking at the chats. Yes, just I have my friend Augie who does the Instantgo app. I asked him yesterday how things are going, and he was talking about working on doing daily affirmations, which is strengthening those spiritual muscles. So you can get like an affirmation book or calendar or anything that you can meditate on each day. I don't know if I should have mentioned his name, but whatever. He's awesome. So he runs that Instantgo app, you guys. So again, if you want to get readings on there, you can also get them there. Okay, so Amber's next, and she wants to know, I need to ask about my husband, what he feels about me. I don't feel love. Okay. That's interesting. You want to know how he feels. You don't feel love. Those are two different things. So you're not feeling love because you're not loving him. In other words, we can feel love for people who don't love us. These are, so you're not feeling the love from him, but it's honestly, it's because you're not loving him. You might say to yourself, you do love him, and that's more of a reassurance, but the love comes from within you, not from without, right? It's accentuated more so when somebody reciprocates that love, but the love comes from within. So do you need to feel his love in order to love? That's my question. So let me answer your question here about how he feels about you. And then Yi, I will get to you next. Okay. He's cold. Let me see. How he feels about you. Codependency and release your ex card. That's interesting. Give me a second here so I can have a look at these. So do you guys have like, are there addictions or anything connected to your marriage? Does he have any addictions like drinking or anything? Anything. It could even be addictions that give great results, like, working out a lot, or just something that he absolutely has to do, before he does anything else. Before, or work. Like, some people, they are addicted to work, or they just, and it makes you feel like you're on the back burner. So there's something going on here with some type of addiction of some sort, or something that he's, let me clarify. I'm going to take a look. Oh, he had a girlfriend, but he doesn't anymore. He had a girlfriend while he was married to you? Oh, goodness. Well, then he has some kind of like, he's very codependent. That's what this is here. He's not well. And he's still stuck on her. That's what that addiction kind of thing is. She's still, codependency is a situation where And she may have let him go and he's still stuck on her. I'm not even picking up feelings for you because his energy is pushing out feelings for her still. Like, even if he's not, like, so not with her, he is, in his mind and in his heart still stuck on that. But it's not, he's stuck on the idea of the attention that he received from her because it gave him validation. However, he didn't even really know her, like deep down. It was all for his validation as a man or to be appreciated and things like that. So he's still looking back. So his feelings are shut off towards you because he's still connected. He's still connecting to that energy, you know. Now let me see. Let's see if I can pick up. His feelings towards you. Maybe they'll give me a little insight of his feelings towards you. Getting to know each other, let your friends help you. He wants to, try to give it a try again and to be open with you about his problems. But right now, I feel like he needs a lot of support and a lot of help. I feel like he's like heartbroken because he got rejected by her. And it actually, like, whatever he thought he was going to get out of that, yeah, that's what I mean. But when you say he still loves her, I don't feel like it was love. I feel like it was like more of addiction. Like, how could he, it doesn't make sense to me how he may have told himself that he loved her, but it wasn't love. It was more like obsessive addiction, codependency. That's what that is. It's this heavy, extreme need and desire to have that person to fulfill the void and the hole that he feels. It's like a subjectified type of love. It wasn't really love. And I kind of feel like his feelings, I don't know if he just doesn't have any or if he's lacking empathy or he's lacking an ability to love. That's really what I'm picking up with him because he's got such a hole within him. Yeah, Sam, that's exactly what I was feeling. He's in love with the idea of her and what he can get from her and what she was giving to him, that validation and approval. And I feel like he seeks that. He's lacking the ability to be in his true self, his true loving self. And I don't honestly feel like it's anything to do with you or that you've done anything or that it was your fault. I feel like this is his energy, this is how he is. So if there's, you then become codependent on him because he is not giving you what you need, but is still kind of like there. So I feel like, when you're asking how he feels about you, there's a need for you to have validation from him, but he can't even validate himself. He seeks validation from others. Do you understand? I feel like he's empty. But I do feel that he is definitely trying to, I don't feel like he's a psychopath or anything like that. Just feel like he's maybe had some hurt in the past. Relationships are very difficult for him to maintain on an intimate level. And I feel like he is trying to better understand himself and working more so on trying to get to know himself and other people in his life. But he doesn't know how he feels. So I'm not picking up love. He's not loving himself. And if you can't love yourself, how can you love other people? That's my thing. If you're loving other people and you're not loving yourself, then there's codependency. You know, my mom has this little plaque in her kitchen. I've been looking at it since I think I was, I don't know, 18, 17, and it says, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So you have to be, we have to be in a place of love. We have to feel that if we have a sweet emotion every day, I'm just picking up this, oh, I feel like, okay, I hope you guys didn't lose me. I'm just picking up that he can't, I can't pick up how he feels about you because he's not even sure about his own feelings. He's still stuck on that woman. If that makes any sense. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next question. Yi. I wish I could ask you how to pronounce your last name. So, let's see. My ex left because he wanted a baby with someone else since I wasn't able. Oh, that's so Brad Pittish of him. The baby is now 9 months. Will we soon reconcile or should I move on? He's Aquarius and I am a Cancer. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull from my NK Tarot deck since it's fresh. My ex left because he wanted a baby with someone else since I wasn't able. The baby is now 9 months. Will we soon reconcile or should I move on? Is he still with the woman, the mother of the child? You're welcome, Umber. Gosh, I'm so sorry that he did that. That's horrible. And it's very hurtful. But you sure do have a strong love for him to want to reconcile with him. So I'm just going to wait for you to tell me if he's still with her. I'm just curious. I'm talking to Lee. I mean, if Lee's not here, I'm going to do a reading anyway, of course, but maybe she can come back to it later. Okay, let's see. Is there going to be reconciliation with them? There's definitely going to be communication. So that's a start, okay? I don't know if you guys are communicating with each other. And also, this card represents, I'll tell you first, that there's communication to overcome obstacles. Okay, that's what this card represents. There's a potential to overcome past issues. All right, and that's how it's going to start with him. There will be some type of either phone call, email, messages, face-to-face communication, meeting up with each other. And I feel like you're going to be the one communicating the truth to this person. Okay. That almost like when I look at this card, I feel like, you know, you've got your hand up and you're saying, hold up, stop. I don't want to hear any bullshit. I don't want to hear anything else, just the truth. I just want the truth because we need to, you know, overcome these issues. Because I feel like, and so what's the purpose of the Ace of Swords happening is because there is going to be an attempt at reconciliation. Okay. I don't know if he's still here, but what can I do? Nine of Swords. Let's see. All right. So, yes, reconciliation, but not for anything long term. And that's what I think is going to, the communication is going to come out that your person wants to just hook up, or your person is trying to, you know, they're gonna tell you that they're passionate about you, Yi, and they're gonna tell you that, but they don't want anything long term because either they're still with the mother of their child, or that they're not leaving the mother of their child. Kind of like, I don't know if this person's a cheater, but definitely has this, you know, he runs with his passions. That's for sure. That doesn't always mean someone's cheating, but this can be the Playboy card. This can be, you know, someone who's young and the testosterone is kicking in full force, and that's the energy, spreading his seed, so to speak. And so there will be communication, but I feel like you will be saying to him that, no, we're on you. We've been on you, but you left. So just to recap, since you're watching right now, there will be communication between you, okay? And your person is going to communicate to you that they do want to like be with you, but for sexual purposes, basically. And I feel like without a commitment, and I feel like you're going to put a stop to that and basically communicate to them, if we aren't going to try to do this, whether you have a child or not, then my hand is up and I'm not going forward. Okay, but it is going to have an emotional effect on you. Like your mental status will be extreme anxiety and stress and feeling sad about this. And consider this like a pre-warning to keep your guard up to some degree. Don't fall for the, oh, I'm coming back around because I love you, and let's have, you know, a fine, passionate time. Oh, and by the way, I'm not leaving the mother of my child. Is he still with the mother of his child? Yi? I'm looking at the chat to see if you answer me. But I just kind of feel like that's the energy, his energy is playing out that way. I feel like he, you know, there is, let's see, is there emotion, is there feelings here for you? No. So they're not telling me that. Yes, I was asking if he's still with the mother of his child. This guy is just trying to have kids, right? Look at those two little children. There may even be another one. He's trying to have another child. And I just feel like you should just let him go. He wants a family. He wants children. And I just feel like if there's any connection between the two of you, for him, it's along the lines of, you know, well, we can hook up. I don't even feel like he loves the mother of the child. I just feel like he's just trying to have children. Like that's his main, it's almost as if that's his main goal to be, you know, a father. It's weird. It's kind of weird. Okay. So I'm going to move on to somebody else. Did anyone else make a payment that I missed? I think there might have been. Let me log into PayPal and see if I have anybody here that I did not see. Because PayPal payments don't show up in the live stream, so I have to go in and check. Oh, let's see. Oh no, I got everybody. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so there's no PayPal, so I feel like, does anyone else have, okay, thank you, Diane. Yeah, does anyone else have a question? I see there's a couple of questions, but if you have a question, they're $15 to ask a question, as Diane has stated. Because if no one, I'll stay till 9 more minutes. So if anyone makes a payment for a question within the next 9 minutes, I'll answer. If not, I will get going. In the meantime, I know Cherry Blossom, you have a question you're asking. I love your question. I'm so sorry that you lost somebody. Oh yeah, Sam, okay, Sam, I have a credit. Any advice for healing my heart chakra? I will give you a card from the Ascended Masters, and I'll give you one from the Romance Angels, and see what they have to say. Let's see. Sam, what is Sam's advice? I'm going to give you one heart chakra and then life message. Hey, Moonlight Reading and Healings. Do you have a YouTube channel, or do you do readings? Just curious. All right, Sam. Ready, Sam? Here's your life message. Choose peace. Aw. Sam, look who this is written by, this master. Can you see it? I don't know if it's clear. Yoga. And I know you get that. I know you know what I'm talking about there. I know you get that. So this has to do with you and something to do with Tom and yoga. Okay, choose peace. What does this mean? Obviously choose peace means choose peace, right? Okay, Cherry made a payment, so she's going to be the last one, and then all the rest, I won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be here Friday. Sam. All right, let's see. Choose peace. What do they have to say about this? Let's see. Listen to your heart's truth. There is always a peaceful alternative to conflict. Your peacefulness elevates your energy and helps you to manifest your desires. Meditate and do yoga as a way of attaining inner peace. You know what? I also feel like maybe you should do a little yoga, not there. You know what I mean? or start doing it on your own somewhere. Or as we talked about in the past, open up your own yoga studio. I've been telling you, you're working these coffee jobs and stuff like that. I think it's time for you to get your own business going. That's the message that's coming for me to you. That open up this small little, see if you can get a loan or someone to help support you financially to open up a small little yoga business. Or go somewhere and start teaching it. Or ask to see if he will let you teach like a beginner's class. Something like that. I don't know. Yoga always shows up for you. And it's weird because you're connected to it. All right, let me see. Let's pull a card from the Romance Angels. You deserve love. You are lovable. And this is what they need, what you need to know, right? Don't think negatively about yourself. You are lovable. If you stay in this every single day, you will be amazed at how much love you attract towards you. When you're in the place of you know that you're lovable, you will attract the love because you're of the love, because you're being love, and you will attract that. Do you know what I mean? Because you will see that you do deserve it, right? Not in this place of I'm not good enough. This person doesn't like me. They don't pay attention to me. Blah 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 blah. It's all bullshit. Stay in that place of love. Be lovable. Be happy. Be flirty. Be fun. And then we attract what we are, right? So if we're always miserable, we're gonna attract that, right? So there you go. There you go. So let me see. All right, Cherry Blossom, and she's gonna be my last one. What is your question, Cherry? I'm sure that you posted a question, and I don't see it. Yes, Sam, every day you got to wake up and tell yourself that every single day. I'm lovable. Boom, that's it. And say to these demons or these negative spirits, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything else. I'm lovable. And that's a fact. And there you go. All right, let's move on to Cherry. You'll be surprised. These simple little things can change your life. All right, I tried to help my loved one, and they shut me out of their life. I'm really having a hard time. I want them back, and I am just distraught. So when you say loved one, is this a romantic loved one, or is this platonic? Childhood friend and lover. Okay, male. Not that it matters. It really, yeah, it doesn't matter. You tried to help this person and they shut you out of their life and you're having a hard time. You want them back and you're just distraught. So you want advice on this. All right, let's see. So are you asking me for advice on how to get them back? Because I can't do that. Unless you want advice on how to deal with it, like how to just not be distraught, I can help you with that. I mean, quite honestly, if I were to give you advice, if you should give up and move on. Well, either way, you should give up and move on, right? And I'm going to tell you, and I know this is... So I'm the queen of analogies, okay? And I don't think that we should manipulate people. There's a lot of people on YouTube who talk about, do this to get this person back, or say this, and what you should or shouldn't text the person. And I look at these and I'm thinking, no, you should just be you. If that person doesn't want you in their life, that's their choice. That's on them. You shouldn't have to do anything, right? So if I were to give you advice on how to get somebody back in your life, I would tell you to not try to get them back in your life. You know what I mean? And so if you're hurting, first of all, if your intentions were good to help somebody that you care about and they rejected your intentions and they don't want to talk to you, definitely give them the time to sort through themselves, okay? Give them the time to sort things out. Sometimes people leave, sometimes everybody has their time frame, and we have to allow them to have that, to figure out. If there was anything done that was out of line from your side, if there was any manipulation involved or anything along that your intentions initially were to, it depends on what your intentions were. If you have anything that you need forgiveness for, forgive yourself for that, right? But let's take a look about what the cards and the messages are saying. I mean, these are messages that I'm getting anyway. I don't need tarot cards. Honestly, I don't need tarot cards to give messages, but I love the tarot cards, and that's why I do it. I also do remote viewing, and I didn't know that I did that. I used to think I was just having weird dreams or be half asleep and be getting weird insight, and then I started describing things to people, and they were like, oh, that's my boyfriend's house. How do have you ever been there? No, never been to your boyfriend's house. Well, how'd you know where the sink was? Because I see it. And then so she started asking me to look into, like, take it. It's like a peephole kind of thing, remote viewing. It's so weird. So anyway, I don't know. The whole thing is a journey. It's just been a fantastic journey. Anyway, I'm talking about myself because I'm shuffling. So, should you leave? All right. Should you move on? Should you stay or move on? It's definitely, you need to stop. It's the end of carrying a burden here, okay? So again, as I was saying, it is time, this is the finale, it is time to move on, okay? You've been, actually, I feel like you've been carrying this around for a really long time, this heavy burden. Probably the heavy burden is their heavy burden. You've been carrying around their burdens, their problems with you. It's not just yours, but now it just has become, it's now like, look at all these wands here. So the very struggle that you're suffering with is the very struggle you put on your own lap. This is the card of someone who takes it all on and then overloads themselves and can't move forward. When you let go of trying to either enable or help someone to, I always say, never help anybody who can't help themselves. No, I don't mean that. That's wrong. I don't say it like that. People who won't help themselves, not can't, because there are some people that do have struggles helping themselves. And sometimes they need a little help. But people who choose not to help themselves and just rely on everyone else to fix them, then that is a problem. And I feel like that's what you've been doing with good intentions to some degree because you care and you possibly can you see things that this person cannot see. And so it's almost as like you have this future outlook of how things may go or how the path that they're taking, and which is great, but there's just kind of like a boundary you have to set with. People have to learn and follow their own path in life. And I feel that you're just very helpful and empathetic towards others, not just this one person. And that is your big struggle in life, because you give of yourself more than you give to yourself, to people that you care about or people that you love. So I feel like with the 10, it's saying now it's time to let this person go. Now, will they come back? Possibly, but they certainly won't come back if there's communication still happening and things like that. You just have to leave them be and let them work out their own, situation. Let them figure it out. Okay, so I do feel When I look at this card, um, yeah, that's what I was saying. Drop it now with them. Drop it. Just let it go. Let it be. And that security and stability will come back to you from them. Okay? I feel like they will definitely return at some point. A family situation connected to a family. I don't know if this is a family business or this person is part of your family in some way, not just you. Maybe friends with like friends with parents or friends with brother and sister or something along those lines. A work situation I'm picking up. Oh, yeah, too. That could definitely. So whatever he did, whatever happened to him, right, has put undue pressure and strain on his family as well. And I feel like he's trying to get his family back to some degree. Like, so he might have had, I don't know, like he was kind of, I don't know if he was kind of living like the high life or if he was just, sometimes this can be a card of someone who's like partying or drinking a lot. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's affecting him, maybe it's not. But that is what has affected this connection. And there's something going on too here with the mother, because we have the Empress here, or someone, a female, a motherly figure. So drinking has affected either a pregnancy or has affected a relationship with a woman who has a child or will be having a child or is a mother. Doesn't have to be pregnant or is a mother. I feel like these issues with him and his family, you have to just completely walk away from this. He's got some serious things that he is on damage control, and he's got things that he needs to figure out. So in answer to your question, leave it be. Walk away. I feel like he will try to, he's trying to put things back together again. So you will, you know, he's healing or fixing himself or doing whatever he needs to do. He's definitely trying to fix that. He'll come back to you when he's sorted himself out. So just leave him be for now. Can't do anything. Okay. I don't think there's any other payments, Diane. I think that's it. And I'm going to get going because I'm like a half an hour over. Hi, Liliana. I see all your chats. Everyone, thank you so much for, you know, being with me here on each day. Now, again, as Diane has been saying, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I will be back Friday at 2 p.m. Okay, and so I would just take the energies from what I gave you today and the general reading, and you can, you know, just, as I said, the energy's fluid, so let it blend. It'll just flow into possibly tomorrow, or you can listen to another tarot card reading. But definitely follow me on Instagram at goddess_power tarot 111. And, you know, I'm on Facebook too, but like whatever. I use them, but then I'm not using them so much anymore. I just love doing this live stream. So, that's it. I'm good. I think we're good. So thanks everyone for being here. And I will see you guys on Friday. I'm going to do the weekend stream. And afterwards, I'm going to do a Q&A. The questions are free. Okay. However, it's going to be hit and miss. So usually when I do a free live Q&A, everybody's in the chat, and I'm just going to randomly pick people. Now, I will say again, donations are accepted. Donations are highlighted. So if I see a donation, I'm going to answer that. Okay. But everyone else who just throws out a question, it's going to be like potluck, hit and miss. Okay, I just want you guys to know that ahead of time. But if you could just share and like and let everyone know, all your friends or whichever, that we have this happening. And then that's that. So thank you so much. Thank you especially to Diane Spencer for being my moderator. Such a godsend. I will have to get your address so I can send you a little gift for being here with me. And thanks, everybody. I will see you guys on Friday. Love you. Love you all. Bye.